You didn't stumble onto this video. This specific moment, you here, carrying whatever you've been carrying since January. This is not random, because something has happened to you between the start of this year and right now. Something shifted, something loosened, or broke it open or went quiet in a way that felt less like peace and more like a held breath, like you've been suspended, waiting for confirmation that what you've been sensing is actually real, that the long chapter is finally closing. It is, not because of the month on the calendar, but because you held on long enough to reach this moment, and the version of you sitting here right now is not the same one who started this year. Stay with me, because I need to tell you exactly what that means. What has been happening underneath? Something has been moving beneath the surface of your life, beneath the visible, beneath the daily routine, beneath the parts of yourself you've been managing and maintaining and holding together with whatever you had left, and has been happening without your permission, without your full awareness, because the deepest transformations always do. You don't decide to become who you're becoming. You simply endure long enough for the becoming to complete itself, and you have endured. I need you to sit with that, without rushing past it, because the word endure sounds passive. Like surviving, like tolerating, like simply not quitting. But what you've actually done is something far more specific than that. You held hope in conditions that were hostile to hope. You kept returning to a version of your future that the present kept giving you every reason to abandon. You made a decision, quietly, daily, without ceremony, to stay oriented towards something better, even when better felt theoretical. Even when it felt like a story you were telling yourself just to get through the week. That decision compounded every single time you made it. And what compounds invisibly across months of ordinary days eventually reaches a threshold where everything that was building beneath the surface becomes too large to stay there. Why right now? Not before. Here's what I need you to understand about why this is the moment. Not last year, not 6 months ago. The life that is arriving for you was never going to arrive until the internal architecture was complete, until the healing reached the right depth, until the clarity you now carry replaced the confusion you used to operate from, until the people who needed to leave had left, and the space they vacated had been filled with something quieter, truer, and entirely your own. All of that took the time it took, and you may have spent a significant portion of that time wondering if something was wrong with you. Why it was taking so long, why other people seemed to be moving forward while you felt suspended. But here is what was actually happening. You were not being overlooked during the quiet. You were being prepared within it. The version of you from 2 years ago wanted this life badly, but they weren't built to hold its weight yet. The version sitting here now, shaped by exactly what you've been through, is the one it was designed for. Not the performed version. Not the version that tried to shrink or prove or manage. The real one. The one that survived this season intact. The posture has already changed. Here's something worth paying attention to. At some point between January and now, quietly, without a dramatic moment marking it, you stopped bracing. The waiting stopped feeling like deprivation. It started feeling like the last stillness before something moves. You may have noticed it as a strange lightness in moments that should have felt heavy, or as a dream that left you with a feeling you couldn't name but didn't want to lose, or simply as an ordinary morning that arrived differently, like the air had shifted slightly, like the frequency of your own life had moved 1 degree towards something warmer. That was not imagination. That was information, because the things being arranged for you right now, the connections being positioned, the doors being unlocked from the inside, the circumstances aligning with a precision you will one day describe as the most perfectly timed thing that ever happened to me. They have been in motion far longer than you realize. The preparation is complete. You just haven't seen the results surface yet, but they're already moving, and moving faster than you think. It won't look like what you pictured. It will be better. I want to say something carefully, because this part matters. What arrives for you will not look exactly like what you pictured. And that is not a disappointment. That is the most important upgrade you didn't know you needed. Because what's coming isn't louder or larger than what you imagined. It's more essentially right, more fitted to who you actually are rather than who you thought you needed to become to deserve it. The life moving toward you was designed around the real version of you, not the version that performed and managed and hoped to be enough. The version that exists underneath all of that. The one that is more honest than your fear, more capable than your doubt, more ready than you feel, and something else is coming with it. Something rarer than the external results. Understanding. You are about to see the architecture of everything that happened. The losses that felt like punishment. The delays that felt like neglect. The doors that closed before you could get through them. The version of the future you wanted that quietly stopped fitting as you grew past it. It won't all make sense at once. Meaning never arrives that way. It comes incrementally, softly, and then suddenly, all at once, in a way that takes your breath away. What holding on actually built? Most people think of the hard seasons as time they lost, as if the waiting, the uncertainty, the years of showing up without visible results was simply a gap in their story, empty space between where they were and where they wanted to be. But here's what was actually happening in that space. Every time you chose to stay oriented towards something better, it compounded, not visibly. Not in ways anyone could measure or applaud, but structurally, internally, in the part of you that now carries a steadiness it didn't have before. You can hold uncertainty now without immediately reaching for a way out of it. You can feel doubt and keep moving anyway. You can sit in an unanswered question without it breaking you. That capacity, it didn't come from a course, or a book, or a breakthrough weekend. It was built in the ordinary, unremarkable days when you chose to keep going and no one noticed. And what's coming requires exactly that capacity, which is why it couldn't come before, and why it's arriving now. This is your turning point. This is not consolation. This is not the kind of thing people say to make the waiting feel more bearable. This is a statement of fact. You have reached your turning point, not the moment right before it. Not almost there. One more push. The actual turning point, where the accumulation of everything you endured privately breaks the surface and begins to become visible in your actual life. The connections being positioned, the opportunities finding their opening, the clarity arriving on decisions you've been agonizing over for months. It's not coming in slowly. Once it starts moving, it moves with the momentum of everything that's been building beneath it. And you, the specific version of you that made it here, to this moment, still standing, still oriented forward, you are precisely who is meant to receive it, not who you'll become, not a future, more polished version, exactly who you are, right now. Before you leave this moment, do something intentional. Go to the comments and write this. Mean every single word. I made it to my turning point, and I trust that everything I endured was preparing me for everything that's coming. Say it like you believe it, because the part of you that clicked on this video, the part that stayed until right now, already does. You didn't need to be convinced. You needed to be confirmed. And here is your confirmation. The long chapter is closing, not eventually. Now, the season of enduring quietly, of holding hope in conditions that didn't support it, of moving forward when there was no visible reason to. That season has served its purpose. It built the person standing here. And what finds you next? The connections, the clarity, the life that was always being arranged for the real version of you. It will make everything that came before it make sense. Not just bearable, not just survivable. Worth it. You made it here, and here is exactly where everything begins.